Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight, or maybe I should say this afternoon, we are going to continue our playthrough of Super Metroid. And hi Meowser, great to see you, man. I'm actually very surprised that you checked on Twitch, like right now, in the middle of the day, right? Especially for you in there, because it's even earlier regarding the time zone differences for you than it is for me, right? Right here, it is right now almost 5 p.m. It is 4:52 p.m. So it's kind of starting to get to the night time. But the reason why I'm starting the stream this early is because maybe two things, or maybe I should say three things. First of all, is because I have returned, right? Now that you have seen it. It was mostly thanks to the Nintendo Switch Online 14 days trial that they kind of allowed everyone to try it out. And I was already preparing myself little by little to return to stream, but I was taking care of my own health in this meantime, especially regarding my neck. I was getting some neck pain and everything. I'm still being cautious about it, but so far it's been good enough for me to be here. I just need to stretch sometimes and do not try to like exaggerate on bad posture and things. But so far it's been okay. But yeah, I wanted to stream these 14 days of Nintendo Switch Online games because Nintendo gave it away. So I'm like, let's go, right? Let's do it. Just like what happened last year regarding that Xbox Game Pass trial that I got it thanks to the E3 offer or promotion, right? How can I say this? It was like thanks to the E3 event, or maybe I should not even say E3 because E3 has disbanded, right? But you know, the conferences of the companies, of the developers of the games. Yeah, that time Xbox and Microsoft decided to also give everyone, the gamers, a trial for Xbox Game Pass, and then I used it to play a little bit of the games I was wanting to play. Plus, thanks to your own help, Meowser, I was also able to play even more games afterwards. But yeah, the same situation is happening right now, but towards Nintendo. And there are a couple games that I wanted to play on the Nintendo Switch Online. Although, in the end, I started playing a game that Scapluni was here when I was speaking the games, and he kind of convinced me to go for it. It was not planned by me to start playing it, but at the same time, it was the only and the best opportunity for me to try it out. And I'm talking about Super Metroid. And yeah, it's been actually very surprising that I'm little by little enjoying it more and more. I can completely see why people say that it's a good game. It is a good game. It definitely has its gimmicks regarding the gameplay and the controls that are tricky and kind of hard for a casual person like me to like try to um, deal with them. But it is a fantastic game regarding exploration and the secrets and puzzles. And then I also started theorizing over the plot of this game and maybe the plot of the franchise. So it's been more intriguing and curious than what I was expecting it to be. My biggest problem is the atmosphere, it's the theming, like the alien thing, the monsters, the shooting. I still struggle a little bit about that. I have my own personal blogs, but I'm definitely not regretting uh, picking up this game thanks to Scapluni's strategies or like ideas for me to try it out right now because it was the most logical thing for me to be doing. It is this time, it is this chance. So if I don't pick it right now, I don't know where, not where, sorry, when, right? I don't know when in the future I will be the one to make this decision myself of picking this game for me to play it. But so far it's been great. I'm not sure if you have played it before, but I know that you are busy right now. You have a meeting, so good luck in your meeting. But great to see you here, that you popped up, and I hope to talk to you later with more details about the changes and everything that's going on, right? But basically, that's why I'm streaming again. It's because of the Nintendo Switch Online um, free trial that they are giving away. And then also I'm streaming especially early today or earlier than normal today because I wanted to not only use the most of time for the Switch online so we can try to finish this game and maybe get another one still under the time, but also because in case I can make some good progression tonight, maybe I can also finish the stream earlier so I can catch a TV show that I'm watching, Big Brother Brazil, right? That I haven't been watching it in the past days thanks to the streams. But it's been alright, but today is kind of like an important day for the show, so I'm kind of hoping that I will still manage to check it out. Oh, were you able to listen to my updates in here? Yeah, man. But I have lots of updates. The biggest one I would say is like I got an HDMI cable, I got a capture card, so now I can stream my Switch. Look at that. It's my Switch right here. So wait for Switch games to come up soon in the channel. Especially because I do have many of them that I wanna play. But right now I'm enjoying the Switch Online thing. And I also have my old computer being used as a second monitor to my main computer. So basically, I can finally play all of the games, or at least I'm hoping, with a full monitor. Like, it's not a tiny window anymore on the same monitor of my stream. So it's amazing. I'm like still mind blown that I can finally see the games the way they are or they are supposed to be. Not only that, my old TV after 17 years has kind of started to break down, and my new TV got here today, by the way. I'm loving it already. I can finally watch YouTube and Crunchyroll on my new TV now because I used to watch those two on the Switch, but they were like the YouTube was okay on the Switch. I could boot up the YouTube app on the Switch on my old TV, and then it would run fine because my own TV couldn't get to an updated YouTube app on it anymore as the updates were over. But yeah, thanks to the Switch, I could still use my old TV to watch YouTube, but now I don't need my Switch anymore to watch YouTube. And regarding Crunchyroll, the app on the Switch didn't have the profiles, the different profiles you can create for many people to be watching different things. Yeah, my friend has lent me his Crunchyroll account, so I was watching my own things and he was watching his own things. But on the Switch, there are no profile. Uh, you can't really switch profiles. It's only one profile, so it was kind of convoluted for me to use Crunchyroll on the Switch. But now this new TV has everything updated, and I can feel more comfortable about using Crunchyroll on it than using it on my Switch. But yeah, it's been like a great setup update that it's going to make the games to be even like more recent, right? Because of the Switch games that I couldn't stream before, but now I can. But also the experience, and then it's going to be more comfortable for me to be playing all of the games that I have to play on the stream. Have fun. Thank you so much, Meow Sir. I hope to catch a stream in the near future. Oh, I probably will be here tonight in case you can make it still. Are you going to go back to stream more regular? I'm trying, yes. Let me answer you on the chat too. Yeah, as long as I'm feeling okay regarding my health, sure, I'll be here trying to play some more games and, I don't know, see what's up with everybody. But yeah, it was my health situation that kind of uh, put me away for all of these months since November. But in the meantime, I was trying to get ready to return. And then, even though I was not fully prepared for like returning the day I returned, which was 2 days ago, but thanks to the Nintendo Switch Online free trial, I was like, it gotta be today no matter what. And thank goodness, the testings I have been doing little by little towards my capture card were effective. So I can say that we don't have, or we haven't been facing many issues so far. The only problem, or maybe the biggest problem, has been the OBS crashes. Yesterday, I think it crashed because of the Twitch server, so maybe it was not a problem towards OBS itself or like my computer or something around those lines. because once the connection returned on OBS, I noticed that I was losing lots of frames. The server wasn't stable or unstable. So basically, I think it was Twitch's fault for my disconnection yesterday. But in the first day, I'm not sure because I couldn't notice the server being bad. But yeah, we are still studying that situation towards the OBS crashes. But if hopefully they stop, then I believe most streams will be okay from now on. But okay, Meowser is busy, so let me go back to Super Metroid in here. I need to introduce a little bit of the game or like give you a summary of what was going on. And yesterday we continued exploring Brinstar and we continued going down, right, to the depths of planet Zebes. And we kind of got to a somewhat forest plant-based like area that had a green missile or the super missile upgrade that we got. We also got extra missiles, like we got more ammo, right? And we had to fight a plant-based boss that thankfully it was somewhat forgiving because I could farm and grind some health and even missiles to use against the boss. So even though it took some time for me to beat it, I was patient and I could do it in the first try. So I was glad and proud about that. But then just after that, I got stuck in a in a in one of the areas, right, that had a bridge that collapses as you walk on it. And then it took me a lot of time and I didn't know what to do, how to overcome the bridge or like tree past the bridge until I finally learned about a new mechanic, but it was kind of simple, so that's why I was so disappointed, and also that's why it seems that this one bridge and this situation of getting stuck at it is known in the community of Super Metroid of like the Noobs Bridge. And speaking of that, I actually did my first maybe I should say drawing on my whiteboard regarding moments of the channel that we have been experiencing so far. And it is exactly the noob bridge, right? Because we finally could surpass it. It gave us a lot of trouble, so I decided to add it to the whiteboard. Right now, I believe there isn't, or maybe there aren't many people watching because it's super early and everything is kind of out of nowhere, right? People were not too ready for this. So later I might show this again to more people when they show up. But yeah, the noob bridge is in here, for now at least. And it was definitely remarkable because it was a big deal or like a big trial for me to find the solution of this freaking thing. And it was super simple. I just needed to learn how to run with Samus, even though she is already fast by nature. Like, she doesn't need to be running faster than what she does, but she can if she wants. Plus, the Morph Ball is also a faster option to progress. So I was trying to overcome the bridge by being a ball, but it didn't work. You really had to sprint, right? And then I just needed to hold the B button for she to do that. But of course, this game doesn't teach me that, which is understandable. But definitely, I was kind of expecting a more complicated or complex solution for the problem. Anyway, but we did it, and then we managed to get to Norfair. There is also another area right to Norfair that we could only see the entrance to it, but I couldn't reach the entrance, so I could not check it. I forgot the name of it, but it starts with M. It's Marine something, I'm not sure. We'll check it out soon. So today's plan is like, let's go down to Norfair. It seems to be a hot and lava maybe world with some fire enemies. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully we can make some more progression tonight, or maybe I should say this afternoon. I always say tonight because I'm so used to like stream during the night, and then right now it's still afternoon, so I need to get used to that, right? But it's great because I believe this might be helpful for me to progress more on Super Metroid, as it may not be a very short game like I was thinking. It's short, but you know I need to be accomplishing more things on it, or I may be running out of time to get other games to play. And not to mention that it is a hard game for me, right? As it's out of my comfort zone and I'm not too used to play games like this, so the challenges it has to offer will get to me. So let's go. Hopefully everything is okay, like the mic and the switches sound. Yeah, there we go, I can see it. We have played only for 2 and 32 hours? Really? Maybe when I'm pausing the game, the timer doesn't count? Yeah, we made it to Norfair. The other area that I was saying probably is that other one right there. Interesting that there is something right on the center, right? And criteria seems to be larger and bigger than what I thought as well. I wonder if each one of those hexagons mean a different room in that one region or area. I'm not sure though. But here we are in Norfair. We should find the overall map or the map upgrade of it, also known as the map spoiler, so we can locate ourselves even more in here. I also remember there was another door to the other side. I wanna remember if I can open it easily or if I might need some sort of power up. Another thing that I'm not sure if I'll need to be doing soon is like recharging my controller, because I remember doing that just, I don't know, a few minutes before starting the stream. I even brought my cable and left it like next to me in case I need to recharge my controller, because I have been streaming and playing this game for all of these 2 past days without recharging my controller, so I'm kinda expecting it to start running out of batteries. In the worst case, I can try getting my Joy-Cons and play the game with the Joy-Cons, but I think it is much better to stream with the Pro Controller. So this is a door that I can open with the missiles, okay. Oh, an energy tank! I'm really glad that I came here, because we got one energy tank before, but it's been a while since we could upgrade our life, right? So yeah, this will be totally useful. But I think I'm stuck now? Do they want me to use the bombs? Oh, interesting. I don't even need to use a bomb, but maybe I can use a bomb in here. No, so they want me to keep on going. There is a refill of missiles right there. Oh! And there are enemies in here too. Yeah, I saw it, but I think I need to jump higher for me to get that. Can I try killing this enemy? I could. And thank goodness I could reach the life. Yeah, I can't go that high right now. But this was a very good start. And that's another thing, right? That's another upgrade, I believe. Although, oh, okay, I can destroy this. It is. The high jump boot. Taking that turn to the left was the best decision ever. So it's auto-equipped, I'm guessing? Let me check. I think it is, yeah. This game totally has a lot of upgrades. So they gave us more missiles. The enemies coming here, right? Not anymore. And we're back. Definitely I'm saving again. Although with this extra jump, I think I now can get to the entrance of that other area, right? The blue area that I forgot its name. Because I just needed that, like an extra jump. But since I'm in Norfair, I will continue checking it out. It might be very dangerous, I'm guessing. Maybe the other area would be safer. But at the same time, if they gave me the extra jump here, that means that logically I should explore this area first before getting to the... I wish I knew its name, but the blue area, right? That has the monster at the door. Or the door is actually the monster, I'm not sure. Even though I was thinking that area could have been easier than this. Oh. How do I deal with that? Wait, I forgot that I also have the charged beam, right? Oh shit. Oh my god. What the hell? It is a parasite. I quit. Is it still with me? It's not. Okay, now I totally understand why they gave me a new extra energy tank, right? But I need to figure that out. The charge beam, yes. It's not. It is not effective. So the last thing I can try is the missile. Okay, it's the missile. But am I really stuck? I think I am. I'm not sure what to do about these blocks. I don't know, they have like arrows pointing left, so they kinda tell me to not go right, or like I'm theorizing this, right? Of course there is something on the other side, but these arrows are telling me to go left, so, or go back. So I'm completely lost about this. Hi Scap, what's up, man? You see, look how far I am already. I managed to get to Norfair, and I just got some crazy upgrades. I got the high jump boots, and I got an extra tank too, an extra energy tank. But I just got stuck in here, as always. I'm getting stuck in this game a lot. Yesterday I was... I was in a fantastic place also called as Noob's Bridge. Do you know the Noob's Bridge, Cap? Yeah, I was there, like, enjoying my time, getting stuck, and trying to figure out what to do about it, right? But thankfully we did it. Thankfully I figured it out. Yeah, I'm not sure about that puzzle, or I don't know, obstacle. Maybe I could try returning to the other area that I couldn't get to it. Because now with the high jump boots I can make it, right? And I also can't open those orange doors. And we have two paths in here. Let me check the map. I haven't been to any of them, so let's check them out. First, let's go left because left seems to be the lucky direction to go, so let's continue going left. Oh yes, I remember this now. Never mind. This path is locked down. The where I cut out a bit. So yesterday there was an area in Brinstar, if I'm not mistaken, that it has the infamous Noob's Bridge. I'm not sure if you have heard of it. It is called that way because it is a very common spot for new players to get stuck at. And guess what? Your buddy right here is a new player, so he did get stuck at it. Yeah, it was basically one of those rocky looking blocks that they collapse when you walk on them, but it was an entire bridge of it. So every time I was trying to cross them, I couldn't. And then when I wanted to return to where I was, I also couldn't because it had exactly a door like this that could only be opened by the other side. So once I entered this door, but in Brinstar, I got stuck in there. And then it took me, I don't know, an hour, OBS crashed, we were discussing with the chat, and then I was getting vague hints of yes or no questions and stuff, and then I learned that it was the Noob's Bridge, until I finally could learn myself that Samus can run. And that was it. This simple solution was the cure for like the Noob's Bridge. Can you believe that? Yeah, and I never kinda assumed that it was a thing because she's fast naturally. Like, I don't need to run more than what she's normally walking. She's already fast. And in case I need more fast, morph ball, right? But no, she can also run besides all of that. And then that's how I crossed the Noob's Bridge. So it definitely was a situation. Hence why, let me show that to you. Hence why it made to our Diurn whiteboard. The Noob Bridge. You can even see the infinite time I spent. Wait, I can't point to it. There we go. The infinite time I spent at it. Like some precious time of my Nintendo Switch Online trial. But honestly, I'm expecting way more stuck moments in this game because I'm realizing it is going to burn my wits, right? It's going to fry my brain. Right now, for example, I just got in the game today and then I'm stuck at a moment already. But I can still find more pathways. So yeah, once I think of a solution for that one obstacle right there, then I return to it. But the Noob Bridge right here, there was no way out. You really had to solve it or, I don't know, give up, right? But we never gave up. Oh, that right, would think at first? Yes, I fell for the trap, the noob's trap, it seems. But maybe there are other, maybe not necessarily a bridge, but other noob situations that people get stuck. We were even wondering if I got myself soft locked, but thank goodness it was not that. And it was a little bit frustrating because right before making to that part, I fought a plant-based boss And even though it was a long fight, I was able to win that fight in my first try, so I was very proud of that. And then in order to reach this area with the noob bridge, I had to learn a little bit about the bomb jumping, like that right there. And I was also proud of it, like, look, I can jump while being a morph ball. And then this game was like, no kiddo, you are playing a Super Nintendo game. It is a tradition of Super Nintendo games to have at least one moment that will make you to become stuck at that part of the game. And it was kinda making me to recollect every moment I have been stuck at all sorts of Super Nintendo games. The last time I got the free trial for the Nintendo Switch Online, although I was not streaming at that time, I played myself Breath of Fire 1, and I got stuck in Breath of Fire 1 because I couldn't see a hidden passage. Chrono Trigger also had hidden hard to see and to spot passages. Then Super Mario RPG had the password that got me stuck for 1 month with my friends to crack it down with English that we didn't know much at the time. Um, you know, all of these Super Nintendo games, they have something that make me stuck. For example, A Link to the Past. I couldn't dig at the right spot to find the ocarina, so I was there wandering in the world in Hyrule forever until finally digging at the right spot. So of course Super Metroid must have something around those lines too, right? And it was, at least so far, the Noob's Bridge. Let me get rid of the bot right there. Yeah, that little boss, that boss was great. It's funny as well because I even mentioned this yesterday. It's funny that I talked to you about Donkey Kong Country 3 in the first day, right? And then I told you an example of a hard moment of that game, which was a boss that was like a clamp or a shell that was spiky. And then this plant boss in here was also spiky, and the way to defeat it was around the same way. Like, you need to wait until it opens, and then you shoot at it. It was pretty much the same boss, but it was a little bit more forgiving because there were spores, and I could be farming with the spores. So I was destroying the spores to get health all the time, and then I was taking my time, crouching like that, and then when I felt safer, then I went for the hits. So I appreciate that that boss was forgiven, because if it were not for the spores, I probably wouldn't have made it in my first attempt. Also, hi Nubble, what's up, man? Nubble, we have started in here today at a good state. I think that's how you say, or with good energies, because I already got another tank of energy upgrade, and also I got an I don't know, a new item. How can I say this? A new general upgrade for Samus, which was the high jump boots. So yeah, the first room I checked had all of those. Although I also found a roadblock, and then I'm trying to find other paths I haven't been yet, because I don't know what to do about the roadblock I found. How the seed ship in Nate? Wait, the seed ship, I don't think I will remember that. What was in the seed ship again? Is it like a maze or a puzzle? What I remember is getting stuck in freaking Xenogears as well because of the map and how ridiculous the navigation used to be in that game. Hello, Josan, welcome, how's it going? Doing well, was just watching a video on the biggest Pokemon speedrunning scandal. Tell me more about that. I'm not sure what's been going on. Was he cheating or something? I guess if it is a scandal and regarding speedrunning, the person is probably cheating or something. How are you all? I'm doing alright. It's just very hot in here because it's still afternoon at my time. So the sun is setting right now, but when it's this time, then it's right at my window. Besides that, my new TV has gotten home and I love it already. I hope it lasts as much as the old TV that lasted 17 years. And then I'm still waiting for the new parts for me to use on this stand, right? On this monitor stand that I have next to my computer right now. I'm waiting for the adapter to come so I can use this stand on my old TV and then also have an extra monitor in case I need it. But yeah, my new TV is in here. It was kind of tricky for me to like set it myself because it's large and big. It's not too heavy, but still it's heavy, and then to like screw the bolts and everything, it was kind of tricky, but I managed it. And yeah, I'm happy that it got here no problem. I'm doing alright. It's just like I was saying, it's been hot, but I guess once the night time starts here, then it's going to become a little bit colder. But right now it's very hot. In the disc tree, finding the white ship while blind. I don't remember that at all. Finding the white ship while blind. I mean, when you say disc tree, so Final Fantasy VIII had what, 4 discs? Because disc tree to me sounds a little bit more like endgame. And the end game of Final Fantasy VIII was definitely weird. I remember the space moment, right? And I also remember failing in there. But I guess it's before it, right? Big time splice run cheating. So scandalous that the cheater almost stole money from other speedrunners who actually worked to beat the bounties that award the money. Which Pokemon game he was speedrunning? Yes, actually this game for some reason has been bringing back lots of people that I haven't talked to in forever. Hopefully you have been doing great, man. But yeah, like I'm guessing you're a big fan of Super Metroid. Like I have been saying, since we picked this game with Scapluni's suggestion, right? This is totally out of my comfort zone, so like it is a very new thing to me to be playing this, and I'm learning why this game is like so praised and loved by everybody. I can see it. It is a good game for sure, but my struggle is for most part towards the alien teaming, which is not really my thing. But I'm trying to see I'm trying to see beyond it and to be kind of brave to like face it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a minute! What the hell was going on in that room? It was a toxic room? I guess that's it, right? I may not go there until I find an upgrade for it, I think. Like a fire protection or something. Or an armor upgrade. Yeah, that was very, very dangerous. But yes, I think that this game is like a big deal for many people in the community. But because of my personal blocks, I could never play it, and then many people that were in the community are kind of showing up because of probably the surprise of seeing me playing this. Oh, he actually cheated in multiple different Pokemon games. Well, I think that his career is most likely ruined by now, right? But then you were saying that he was almost stealing money? Like, how would he be able to steal that money though? Is it because of some sort of award or reward actually, that the people that get the best times, they are awarded with something or rewarded with something, some money, prizes or something around those lines? Is that how he would be stealing money? How did I make to that? Oh yeah, by the way, Scapluni, I think that this song right here is my favorite so far in the game. I can't hear it very well right now because of my fan next to me making white noise. But the first time it started playing, I tried to pay more attention to it, and I remember loving it so much because it's very soothing. Yeah. Yeah, now that's a little bit louder with the new instruments. I love this. This is the best so far. But this is not the path. I don't remember if I made this comparison yesterday when we get to this area, but I will make it now either for the first time or again. I just realized that this song reminds me of Geothermal from Cave Story. And the ambient is kinda a little bit like it too. It's kinda darker, you know, more silent looking, with tones of blue and green and mysterious. Yeah, it's a little bit like Geothermal of Cave Story. And it is it is like a ballad, right? Like this one, I would say. This one I play for sure. Wait, this song, right? How is it called? Is it Brinstar Depths? Because I remember when playing Smash Brothers, either that or this one YouTuber that sometimes he posts or uploads his favorite VGM, video game music. And I remember reading the name like Brinstar Depths as one of the tracks of Super Metroid. So I'm not sure if this is it. Maybe it is, because I think this is still Brinstar, right? Never mind, this is Maridia. So that's the name that I was trying to remember, Maridia. Interesting, so this is Maridia already. Oh wait, yeah, so it is Brinstar Depths, the name of it? Maybe this is the intersection between Maridia and Brinstar? But yeah, they got hard banned from speedrun.com, and someone was giving money out to runners who could complete various bounties across the various Pokemon games. I see, so it was some sort of reward, right? And it wasn't a small amount, I imagine. Some bounties were a couple $1,000s. How exactly did he cheat? Like, did he mod the game or something like that? Oh, it can also be called as Red Brinstar. But how can I... Wait a second, it is here because the map is telling me it's in here. Maybe I need to bomb it, right? Oh yeah, there we go. And I have only one missile for this. But it's enough. Now I'm back to this strange, weird-ass, creepy room. But with the high jump boots, I may be able to reach it. Yep. Here we go. What's happening in Maridia? By the way, I'm very glad that you guys made today's stream this early, because I was thinking I would be playing this without many people watching me, you know? And then you would only show up when the normal time of my streams happen. But I decided to start it earlier because I wanted to try to make more progression in the game, so I could take the most of the Switch Online free trial, but also because depending on how it goes, I can try stopping the stream or finishing the stream earlier too, like at 10 p.m. my time. Right now it is 5:35 p.m. So I can watch the TV show Big Brother Brazil, as today is like an important day in the TV show. So I made it in here, but it's another dead end? Huh. Yeah, but this is a very weird dead end because... even though it is a dead end, it is a good spot for me to farm some health, right? So I'm going to spend some time in here. Yeah, these enemies are easy to beat, so I'm going to heal myself, maybe get more missiles or ammo until going elsewhere. You had a different name back then. I remember you. I don't remember maybe your older username, but I do remember you. I remember you used to stream as well. Maridia is another team you love. So I still haven't heard Maridia because this is still Red Brinstar. So he spliced his runs, which means he took the best segments of multiple attempts and put them together to look like one single run. I see, and then he was able to edit everything in a very good way, so people took forever until noticing that. No, I do remember you, yeah. You beat this game a long time ago, but were you still a child or a kid when you did it? Or was it, I don't know, after some years then? Because I believe most people tried this as a kid, right? I always avoided it because it looked creepy or uncomfortable for me to play it. That's why I'm kinda overcoming my childhood's fears right now. But honestly, as you could see on the game's title, it is semi-blind, because at some point in my life I decided to watch someone else playing it. It's just that I don't remember pretty much anything. I haven't said what I remember, right? Maybe this is a good moment for me to say it. I did remember Ridley in the game, hence why he was in the beginning. I don't remember though if he's going to be the final boss. And I kinda had a memory that could be wrong towards the final boss, because for example, when we were starting this game, and also when Scapluni was kinda updating me with like the happenings or the plot important things that happened in the previous two games that I haven't played, like Metroid 1 and Metroid 2, as this is the third one in the franchise. I believe, I'm pretty sure they showed Mother Brain being defeated, right? In the summary as we start this game right here. But I was kind of thinking in my memory that Mother Brain would have been a boss in this game. So I'm kind of confused and I'm not sure if Mother Brain will show up again or not. But so far I would theorize that Ridley is going to be the final boss because it's what makes the most sense, right? But the other thing that I remembered was that the final event of this game was some sort of self-destruction situation that you had to escape under a short amount of time. It's funny that I remember that for the end of this game, but I didn't know it would happen in the beginning of the game too, so I was kinda surprised when the timed event was starting, right? Thanks to Ridley as well. But yeah, it's pretty much that what I remember. Regarding the plot of it, I couldn't remember anything. I'm kind of understanding it right now. Towards the kidnapped Metroid that was a survivor from the planet that Samus destroyed in another game. But then the humans are using the Metroid, or they used to use the Metroid to get some sort of power supply or energy supply. But Ridley is kind of getting it himself for some reason. Yeah, this part, I'm getting it right now, I don't remember it. But I do think that in the end of this game there will be a escape situation that I'll need to, like, do it under the time, right? Which, by the way, I believe Metroid the series could be somewhat well known for having important events under specific times. Because I also remember as a kid, by checking magazines, Nintendo magazines, that they were talking about how, I believe in the first Metroid game, depending on the time you beat the game, you would have a different ending, right? But it's a minor ending, like it would be Samus' sprite that would change. And if you could be the fastest, I believe you would be able to see her without her suit, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe since the beginning of the franchise, maybe this situation towards Metroid games being very connected to accomplishing things under times, you know, could be connected. So it kind of made sense to me that there are timed events in the game. Yeah, that is true, right? Because I remember reading that as a kid in a magazine. And then they even showed pictures of like the different sprites for Samus depending on how fast you beat the game. Not sure if that also happens in other games like this one for example, but the situation of being fast to defeat the enemies or beat the game seems to be a pattern or a thing they like to do in the franchise. At least that's my impression. I think this place is accessible. It's been a while. That's okay. Maybe I just need to investigate it more. I'm not sure. But like I was telling you, Scap, this is one of those games that I'm going to get stuck many times, as the secrets of it are very specific, which is okay. But in order for me to like solve them, I gotta have more time, and that's why I'm here early, right? Well, I only have the missiles, so maybe a missile? Doesn't seem like that, unless it's up. If only I had the map, right? I do, never mind, I do have the map. It says that there is a secret room. Wait. Yeah, it has one room downstairs, or below me, and one room to my right. So going up is not a thing. Oh! There we go! Nice! You see, it was very specific. It's the freaking fake rocks again, you see? Is it only that one? It is. This is dirty, right? This is so dirty. I will tell you how I came up with this solution. It was yesterday. One of the last rooms we explored yesterday, I was kinda stuck in the same situation that I couldn't see anything to like be destroyed. But then I learned that the floor could be destroyed, and then I was able to fall even more and reach this area. I'm not sure how to describe the area I was at, but it had like very annoying enemies coming up from two different pipes, one pipe on each side of the screen, like flying bugs that were very annoying. And then it was like a big... Oh yes, I compared it to a throat, remember? That we were kind of getting swallowed or something? Yeah, it looked like a throat with like blood, and it was very red and scarlet colored. Yeah, that area yesterday had a puzzle close to this one, but this here it was more specific, like the block, the spot was only one block, one unit, while in there I had a little bit more like an area for me to use a bomb. Nice, you got it, but this is very dirty, guys. Like, this is... If this is the level we are going to be facing from now on, I'm dead, right? So I really need to be trying everything else, or everything out. Otherwise, I'll never beat this. It was good enough to keep the suspicion low for a bit. He also gained the trust of the other runners, and since it had been like 5 to 10 years since the last major cheater tried to post in the Pokemon section of Speedrun's website, and then everyone was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Thank goodness somebody figured that out, right? Yeah, thank goodness he was uncovered. Some Metroid games even reward the curious and sequence-breaking players with some special interactions. Interesting. Maybe for the 100% collectors or something. I'm at least glad I started you out with this one. 1 and 2 are mapless. Well, why? I'm not saying now, after checking this one and game out, that I would never play the first one. I would just say that this game right now opened some doors. Maybe not to Metroid Prime yet, but at least to the 2D Metroid games for the future. Yes, because I am liking this, not yet loving it, but I'm liking it, especially because of this exactly the situation that happened right now. Puzzles. I love puzzles. And puzzles was one of the, or they were one of the things that brought me to Resident Evil. I still remember today, like, it was the release of Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I remember Draco popping up and telling me that I should give a shot to watch him playing Resident Evil 2 or something, because he was telling me that I would love the puzzles of Resident Evil 2, you know? So I was like, you know what, you are making me curious, I'm going to see how I react to that. And in the end, he was correct. I was surprised how there are so many puzzles in the Resident Evil games, but especially the plot of it. The plot was super interesting. And then it made me wanna watch all of the game's playthroughs, or at least the stories of them. I still cannot see myself playing them, and I think that will never happen. Yeah, regarding Resident Evil streams in here, I think that's not going to happen. Unless they make, I don't know, a crazy demake that, you know, makes it super ultra less scary than what it is. Maybe a Super Nintendo demake or something. But even the PlayStation games, I'm already not comfortable about doing it, because, you know, the jump scares and the horrible noises and sounds, the gun action, it is not my thing. But he was right about that. I ended up liking something I never thought I would enjoy myself, thanks to the puzzle connection, or also the plot that I also didn't know it was that interesting. So seeing this as a puzzle game with some action is great, which is also another thing to connect to Zelda games. And thank goodness today I also love Zelda games. But when I use it to think about this game, I use it on to think on the action, right? Like Mega Man. Mega Man doesn't have many puzzles. I guess the puzzles of Mega Man is like figure out which power-up you need to use to beat a boss, but it's a somewhat easy thing, right? It is trial and error. Use a weapon, does it hurt it more? No, so it's another one, you know? Wait, but this is closed. Yeah, it is a locked door. The other time I saw a locked door like this, it had the plant boss. And it only opened after I beat all of the enemies of the room, but one is much smaller. Okay, so that's very good to know. And regarding not having a map, just like I did in Digimon World, just like I did for Cassette Beasts and the Traffic Crab puzzle right here, I can draw myself a map, right? It would even be better because I could be taking notes down on my own map and remembering more of the things that I was missing in those rooms. I know that this mapping here, it kind of points out that there is a secret or something, but it's not specific. Like, I don't know what I need to have or to get for me to go back to that room and get the secret. I mean, I don't think it's going to work, but I gotta try it, right? Yep. Yeah, it is something else. But before I move on, let me try the bombs again. Oh! This game is totally not for casuals. Because if someone says that this is easy to figure out, it is not that easy. You know what I will need to get in this game, I think? Lens of Truth. Yeah, so this may be like the plant boss room, right? Because the enemies are even the same. I had to beat these guys. And then that door could only be opened after all of them were dead. There we go. So I'm assuming that that door will be open now. Although there is a safe state near us, so I kind of wish I could get to it. But to be fair, what really helps us out in here too is like checking out and studying the map. Because if there is a door or a passage or a room like to our right, there is a way to get there. So we are not fully blind, right? It's just hard to guess what to do. But you kinda know there is something going on there. And there is also something down here. Oh, there it is. I think I made to the save room, so that's fantastic. There we go, now I'm feeling much better. Hi Piero, welcome, how's it going? We are making some progression in here even though the game has become more challenging to crack down. But I like the challenge. But at the same time, I don't want to get stuck like I was yesterday. And then the second game is more linear. This game needs the map the most of the three. I understand why, because it is like a tool, right? You really need to study that map. Just like you need to study the map of the water temple in Ocarina of Time. You know, it is something that you gotta really analyze all the time to find the secrets or the way to go. Although I beat 2 mostly without needing a map, maybe because it is more linear, right? Like Nubble said. What is perspective but a giant puzzle for our eyes? Perspective is reality. Remember from Superliminal? But the thing is that this game is dirty, like it did not specifically taught me about very fake walls everywhere. I just casually learned them. Oh, these guys are back? There we go. That's fine. I can totally find that room again with the creatures or monsters that were easy to beat, right? I'm making you wanna play Resident Evil 4 again. I will always be somewhat what is the word? I'm not sure how to say this, but I will never fully understand why Resident Evil 4 is like the, you know, the biggest deal of Resident Evil, because when I was watching it and following the game, like its plot, its mechanics and everything, I was like, man, this is okay, but 2 was much better, you know. I really liked Resident Evil 2, but people praise Resident Evil 4 like crazy. And I don't know, I will always be in doubt of like understanding why is it that great. Maybe it is because of the mechanic or maybe the gameplay, right? It was kind of revolutionary or easy to do or to play it, but at the same time it has one very annoying mechanic, which is like protecting Ashley. So you know, even that statement has flaws, because I don't think most gamers want to be protecting Ashley as she's super annoying. So anyway, I don't know, I don't see the sparkles. You know, to me Resident Evil 4 is not a shiny Pokemon. I don't see the bright of it, the flashes, like I see it more for Resident Evil 2 in my opinion. So when you said that you were missing Resident Evil 4 in specific, I'm like, I don't know about that. Shouldn't you be playing Resident Evil 2? I don't know. I don't know, the lesser the graphics, the scarier things are. You think so, Nubble? Because part of the designs is like completed by our own imagination, and then we can think of the most terrifying things ever. That's a way to see it, right? Yeah, because it leaves more room for imagination, and one's imagination can always think of things far worse than what actually it is. That's a very interesting topic, by the way. I'm not sure if it works for me, um, but I can think that some specific games that are old games with like less graphics, or I don't know, 16 bits, 32 bits maybe, PlayStation games as well. Maybe some of those games could be scarier to me than a somewhat more recent one. But at the same time, the opposite can happen strongly. Hence, we were talking about Resident Evil. Resident Evil 8 Village has the worst looking monster zombie ever in the franchise to me. I cannot look at that again and not feel disturbed. Before that, it used to be Nemesis. And I would say that both the Nemesis in the original and also the Nemesis in the remake are terrifying. But I believe that in the original, he was extra terrifying because of the gameplay. I'm imagining like when people were playing that themselves, because I did not play that, right? I will never play that. But when I was watching people playing that, I think that thanks to the limitations of the controls and the gameplay, you feel extra powerless to like face something like Nemesis. While in the remake, I think and I assume that the controls work better, you have extra mechanics, you know, you can do spare, wait, is it spares, the word? No, parry, right? You can parry or something, you can roll right, roll left, you can aim with like precision. But in the original, maybe there were some mechanics around those lines, but I doubt they were easy to master, just like what I'm doing with Super Metroid right here. So I think there could be a connection between your capabilities and dexterity and coordination in the gameplay and how terrifying the game is to you or not. You know, I think it's not just a matter of the graphics, it's also if you are able to perform what you need to do when, I don't know, a monster shows up, or you need to react fast or not. And then not being able to react fast could be terrifying as well. It is kind of close to what some people tell me, that it is about driving, right? Some people say that they love to drive but they hate to be a passenger. I'm the opposite. I cannot see myself driving, hence why I also have never even tried or wanted to get a driver's license. I don't want to drive in my life, as I rather love being a passenger. But some people say that they hate being a passenger because they don't feel under control. You know, they like to be in control of their car, the direction, the speed they're going, where they're going. So it is a little bit like that. They feel more comfortable being in control. And then when the commands, controls, gameplay, and mechanics of the old games make you struggle with that, you may be, you know, under a harsh situation, or it could be, I don't know, more impactful to you, especially considering a horror game in particular. So great graphics can aid games though. I love Uncharted for the way it looks, but there is something with older graphics and leaving things to your imagination. I mean, Scap, remind me, have you beaten Earthbound? I have the feeling you have not, have you? I remember I was kinda telling you to play it, but I don't remember if you actually did it and if you beat it. But I'll just put it vaguely then. Earthbound has some of the most terrifying looking things out there, in my opinion. With the like low graphics, and I can't even imagine how those things would look in a remaster, in a remake, you know? I can't even imagine how would that be like. But that's a good example, I would say, of something very disturbing, especially for it being old and, you know, with 32 bits or something. Yeah, Earthbound is a good example. They really can make things and the designs, not only the, let's say, the terrifying enemies that I'm thinking right now, but also some regular enemies, like some sprites that could have non-proportional sizes of the characters and exaggerated traits to the characters as well, like big smiles and big eyes, you know, that could be impactful for the player. Earthbound does that a lot, with its cartoonish graphics and looks, but also kinda disturbing as well.